Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, Kemi Badenoch, is it Badenoch or be Badenoch? Yeah, it's Badenoch. Kemi Badenoch said I should tell you guys that COS is not the only means to stay back in the UK. Yes, I know that this news is giving, for some people they're even shocked. Yes, from your student visa you mustn't transition into a COS. There are different other visa options available to us as students. So basically in this video I'm speaking to myself and to every other student or people on their post-study work visa that have been racking their head about COS. People have been so desperate about COS that they are doing anything to get COS. So Kemi sent me, I'm not even joking. Oh, Kemi sent me an email some days ago and she's like, go and talk about it. And I'm like, I didn't want to talk about it at first, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not joking. I'm serious, okay? So in this video, I have my daughter here. Anytime I come here with my daughter, I just know that we are in for serious business, okay? So what other visa options are available to students who want to, or to people who are currently student visa holders and want to transition and want and stay longer in the UK? So stop racking your head so much about COS. I mean, if the COS comes to you on a platter, good luck to you. But if it doesn't, start thinking about other options. And trust me, they are very legitimate, even easier than COS, to be very honest. Okay, so let's go into those visa options. Like I said, I'm speaking to myself and to every one of us also in the same shoes as me. Okay, so what is the first visa you should be considering? Now, the first visa is Innovator Founder Visa. Now, like, this visa is for people who are business oriented, business minded. There are a lot of people who already have businesses in Nigeria and they have to pack up that business and come to the UK. Yes, I understand. There are some businesses that flow very well, that can go well in Nigeria, and it's not so relevant in the UK, understandable. But people are naturally born with this business acumen. Okay, so if you're a business person, you should consider starting up a business in the UK and self-sponsoring yourself. Okay, so now this visa, first of all, you have to set pass your business has to pass through the endorsing body. Now, is this endorsing body that will say, oh yes, you're qualified to apply for this visa? If they say you're not qualified, then so be it. So the best thing to do, first of all, is to go to this endorsing body to ask or check to verify that your business can fly. And then of course, if it can fly, you can go ahead to start the accreditation process before you can now apply for this visa. And of course, another option, another requirement is that you meet English requirement. Of course, if you're here on a student visa, first things first, you've already met the English requirement, so that shouldn't be a problem. Another thing is that you should prove that you have enough personal savings to support yourself. So yes, they are going to allow you to stay behind, but do you have money to sustain yourself? If the answer is yes, then you can go ahead. Of course, you need at least £1,270 for 28 days. This country, they use 28 days for this. Everything 28 days. Maybe if money there for 2 weeks, waiting will happen. Anyways, it basically that says like as a proof of funds, but you need money for 28 days. You did that during your student visa, so this shouldn't be a problem, right? Yep. But there's a caveat which I'm not in a professional position to explain this caveat, but I feel like it is really crazy. Now, this caveat goes: you can't use the money earned while working in the UK legally, and I'm like, like I said, I'm not giving a professional opinion on this, but basically it says you can't. For instance, the proof of funds they're asking from you, they're saying that you can't use the money. For instance, if you've been working during your post-study period, you've been working during your student visa period, the money you earn during that period, you cannot put it as proof of funds. Like I said, this is not a professional advice, but for me it sounds really silly, because where the money comes from shouldn't be anybody's business, right? Anyways, you need to have a business, a functional business that has income and outcome, basically. Okay, and when you do that, you can apply for this Innovator Founder Visa, and it lasts for 5 years, same as the COS. Okay, and then the good thing is, even while doing this business, you can work. You can do additional. I think you can work 20 hours elsewhere, not more than 20 hours anyway. So, but it's still something. So while your business is still trying to catch up, pick up, you can be doing other things. Okay, so this is also a win-win. Now, what's the second visa on my list? The second visa, I know a lot of people must have heard of it, is the Global Talent Visa. Like, I've been researching a lot on the Global Talent Visa lately, because at this point we cannot put all our eggs in one basket. The whole COS is so competitive. It's only those in the healthcare that gets it so easy, to be fair. So you should consider other this thing like Global Talent Visa. Now, people who qualify for the Global Talent Visa are people who are doing academic or research. So you're a researcher, you are deep into academics, okay, you can apply. And people who are into arts and culture, by arts and culture means fashion design. By the way, my friend makes good dresses. She's a very good fashion designer. I've been putting fire on her head. Like, at this point, you shouldn't be waiting for COS. You should focus and target Global Talent Visa. And yes, she's listening to me and she's making big moves. So if you're a fashion designer, leave COS for people who get strength to drag them. Then people who are into literature, dance, theater, visual art, and of course digital technology, the tech gurus, you guys can also qualify. Now, content creators also fall into global talent visas, of course, because you need to earn it, but you need to earn a certain level of money monthly for you to like qualify, because of course you also need money to sustain yourself while applying for this visa. Okay, so these are people who are okay. I've mentioned the categories of people who are eligible, and then they say if you've also won a prestigious prize, you can apply. So while applying for this global talent visa on their website, you would see like a list of prestigious prizes that when you win those prizes, you can and apply for a global talent visa. So even if you're not in digital technology, you're not into arts and culture, you're not into what's the third academic or research, once you've won a prestigious prize like a recognized prestigious prize as listed on the UK gov.uk site, you can also apply for this visa. So like the innovators and founders visa, you need endorsement too. So it's not like, oh, I'm a researcher and so all Tom, Dick and Harry can apply. No, you also need to be endorsed by the endorsement body to prove that you're either a leader in that field or a potential leader. Mind you, you don't have to be top as a tech person, but if you have potentials to get to that level, of course you can apply. And good thing is you can bring dependents. So if you're in Nigeria, and another good thing is that you can even apply from Nigeria. So it's not like, so some people have been saying, oh, I want to come to the UK, but I don't want to come via student visa. You can come through this one, and you can also come with your dependent, provided you qualify. Okay. So another thing is that it lasts for 5 years, just like the innovator visa, and of course it can be extended. But here's the, would I say, downside: it's kind of expensive because you still have to pay IHS fee, I think 1,000 something for 5 years. So do the math. This is excluding your visa fee anyway. You still have to pay IHS fee for 5 years. It's kind of expensive, to be very honest. Everything about the UK is expensive. Nothing comes free. Okay, so if you're a student, currently a student, and you're on your post study or about to enter your post study, you can start saving. If you feel you qualify for this visa, you can start now to start saving. Okay, so you can apply for the global talent visa. So what's the third? What's the third visa option on my list? My jota is very much here. The third visa option is spousal visa. I don't know why I had to add this here, but just in case you are loving on a British cocoa, just in case you're loving on a British person, just have hope. Okay. So if COS no works, skilled work, skilled worker visa no work, innovator visa no work, global talent visa no work, then spousal visa got you. So now with spousal visa, foreign nationals can live with their British partner. Okay. So Nigerians, Ghanaians, whatever country you come from, you can move into the UK and live with your British lover. 12 and 7 mad. Anyways, the person doesn't have to be a citizen. That's another good thing. So if you're loving a Nigerian, for instance, and he has ILR, or she has because sha, let me not say what I but if the person has ILR, you can also apply for a spousal visa. The person doesn't have to be a citizen. And of course, you and your partner's annual income must be up to £29,000. That's chicken change anyways. So both of you, how too often I know go get reach £29,000 in annual income, and when they fall in love? Una head correct. So this criteria said for me is really cheap. They would have even increased it a lot so that people they mind the way that they fall in love. Rubbish. So your partner must also have suitable accommodation. So come on, they hang for street, they beg for road. You get, they must have suitable accommodation. You that is coming has to have English requirement. Sabi speak English and you they fall in love. Are you okay? Are you all right? So if you're in Nigeria and you're loving a British person, go and start taking English classes. No be say you go they spare angel as angle. Ha. They go reject your visa, or better go and learn English. Okay. Now you also have to prove your relationship status. So this is not a case of I love this person, but now arrange. If they catch you, your mama no go know you, your papa go reject you. I don't want to talk more than that, but this is how you prove your relationship status. Number one, you must be in a civil relationship or married. Now, civil partnership or married, this country is funny. So there's what we call partnership. For instance, if you've lived with someone, you've cohabited with someone for like 2 years, you guys are treated as a couple. The UK law treats you as a couple. So whether you are married or not, once say you they live with man or you they live with woman, you are cohabiting with someone for 2 years, both of you are partners, they regard you guys as partners. And if by any chance you guys split, it's more like you see the divorce process now waiting they go. In fact, if you have property, they have to still split your property, because under the UK law, both of you are partners. So you have to prove that you are in a civil partnership or marriage. This means that you might be dating someone and you still apply for spousal visa. You don't have to be legally married to them, but there has to be some form of partnership. The second thing, this is number one, is one or two or three, not three of them. The second thing is that you must have lived with them for at least 2 years. You have to show evidence with your utility bills. You have to show tenancy agreement. Basically to show that both of you have been living in the same apartment. Like I said, this is not an and situation. This is an or situation. The third option is for you to plan to get married or enter into a civil partnership within 6 months of arriving in the UK. So if you're in Nigeria, in any part of the world you are, and applying for this spousal visa, you have to show proof that you are getting married within 6 months of coming. So that way you can do it is by maybe booking your wedding ceremony with the church or whatever. Just basically, it has to be a document that shows you're getting married or getting into a civil partnership with this person on so and so day. So after that, yes, you can now apply for the spousal visa. And I didn't check how long this would last, but probably I think it's 5 years too. And of course, you can renew it, but I'll confirm the number of years. Another visa is the healthcare workers visa. To be honest, in fact, I'm not really going to go in depth into it because the easiest way to get your visa is to be a doctor, nurse, healthcare professional. Visa now water, they are really begging you, because to be very honest, most nurses and doctors are leaving the UK for places like Australia, Canada, because the work conditions in those countries are way better and they earn more money in those countries. US pay better, Canada pay better, Australia pay better. So if you're coming to the UK and you are coming here on a healthcare worker, rest assured, relax, drink water. They will not deny your visa, like they will rush you. Okay, so health worker visa also lasts for 5 years. You just need to get COS from your employer. Of course, if you're employed in a hospital, you don't need to remind them to give you COS. They will rush you. Okay, and then another good thing is you don't have to pay IHS. Doctors, they enjoy, but we can't all be doctors anyway. So yeah, doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals, you don't have to pay IHS for this visa. This visa lasts for 5 years, and you can of course renew it after 5 years. You can also take additional work. I don't know if it can exceed 20 hours, but like most of these visas, it's always 20 hours maximum outside the work you are employed to do. Okay, another visa which I found, this is the first time I'm seeing this one, but it's funny, a lot of us don't qualify anyways, but I just thought to add it to my list. The UK Ancestry visa. Okay, who can apply? If you're a Commonwealth citizen, if you're a British overseas citizen, if you're a British overseas territorial citizen, if you're a British national, not shall let me not say none of the people listening to are British. Lastly, if you're a citizen of Zimbabwe, one way to apply for this visa, you have to prove that one of your grandparents were born in the UK. My grandparents, both from my mother's side and my father's side, were born in the village. Like village, I mean Imo State. They know my grandfather once was a go north like Sokoto, Zamfara for business. Trust me, that man never left the shores of or maybe he went to Cotonou, I don't know. But what my dad told me, the man now not in the go do his trade, okay? He'll go to the north to do his trade and come back to the village to his 9 wives. So nothing. My grandparents were not born in the UK. I'm very sure of that. And you said that that is listening to me. I'm not sure say they born your grandparents. So this visa is not for you. That's my point. Unless by chance. And then you have to prove, like I said, it's not just to come and tell them. You have to show proof. Either in the UK, in the Channel Island or Isle of Man. There are other requirements to which you can check. So for all of these visas I've mentioned, I'll add the links to the uk.gov website, so you can check these details yourself and see if you qualify. Last but not the least, there are many other visas. Let me even, before I mention this last one, there are many other visas, you guys. There are many other visas, but a lot of people don't know about them, and you'll be shocked that you qualify for some of them. There are so many others I saw. So the last one I have on my list is a skilled worker visa. This one is the COS, almighty COS, the one people are falling over themselves for, the one people are doing anything. If I tell it's not from my mouth, people hear that okra soup they draw anyways, but if I tell people what people are doing to get COS, hey, people are doing anything to stay back in the UK. So normal skilled worker visa, you work for an approved employer, they give you a COS. This visa is valid for 5 years. It can also be renewed. You can bring dependents depending on how much you earn, and then you can work 20 hours in another job. So COS is like, I feel like before now, COS was easy to get. That's why it's so popular that everybody, the mindset a lot of students have is after student visa, they even hustle for COS after student. So if they get COS after student visa, better. But if they can use post study. Then after post study COS. But before now, after like while you are doing while you are still on that student visa, you are getting COS. And then the UK was so lenient that even as a student, you can switch from your student visa. You don't school for 6 months. You say COS don't come. You switch. You leave the school. both the school fees half that you paid and you switch to skilled worker visa. So people were abusing that, and that's why they had to stop it. COS was so easy, but not anymore. Anyways, these are the visa options. I say let me let all of us know, so that some of us that are so transfixed on COS will try to diversify our minds and start to think about how they can get other visas, because the more competition on COS, the less likely you get it. But now with the global talent, a lot of people now are now getting to know it and trying to arrange, what am I saying, arrange arrange their lives or try to sort themselves out so that they can qualify for this visa. So instead of waiting for COS and being so desperate, try these other visas. Okay, so yes, that's all about this video. Tell me what you think. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Like, you guys, I've been begging you guys for like the longest time, subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so because I have a target to hit 50,000 subscribers this year. January is almost coming to an end. I'm not giving up. I have 6,000 subscribers, 44,000 more to go. So I mean, if I have like 2 3 viral videos, I can reach that target, or 4 5 6 7 8, maybe 10. Anyways, just subscribe, like this video. At least if you like this video, YouTube pushes it to more people, and then more people can see the video, and by God's grace they'll be convinced to subscribe and of course like the video. Thank you very much for riding with me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. You know how we do it here, but for now, to this.